Hello YouTube. Here I'm doing a brake job on my Ford Focus 2013 model. So I'm showing now is the rear brake. So I just want to show you how this caliper bracket bolts has to be removed. As you can see, just need to focus it properly. This one, you need to use a swivel extension adapter like this. And then you need to insert this deep size 13 mil socket with a adapter like this swivel, and then onto the hole. Yeah, like that, and then you can do it. Okay, I've already loosened this one. I just want to show you how the easiest way to remove these bracket bolts. Okay. And then when you tighten this one up, when you're installing it, based on torque specification, it should be 98 foot-pounds. And this one should be the same. You just need to use a swivel adapter, because this portion here will hit the head of your ratchet, so it won't be easy to remove. So a swivel adapter is easy. But before you remove that, of course, you have to remove the caliper itself. So you make sure that the handbrake is off, not engaged. Remove this bolt here, small bolt holding this bracket of the brake hose line, so you can lift the caliper and hang it like this. Okay, so once you remove the caliper bolts, you know what, I think this one might be having a lower torque specs. The one I mentioned a while ago is a 98 foot-pound specs on the front, but I can't see the torque specs in the manual, so might be putting a lower torque specs torque for this one. Yeah, so after removing the bracket, then that's the time you can remove the brake rotor. I had a hard time removing this brake rotor because it's the first time to be removed since it was built. So it was stuck inside because of the rust. So I have to hammer it with a rubber mallet. And then, as you can see, it's already been shiny because I've already sent this one to a machine shop, and I paid $100 for machining all 4 disc brakes, the front and rear. So instead of buying a new brake rotors, so it's good to send this one to a machine shop, and then they will resurface it for you. Also, this is the brand I'm using for the brake pads. Just wanna have a look at the, yeah, it's a DB1763 UP. This is for the rear brakes, rear brake pads. Okay, so once the rotor is removed, before installing it back, make sure that you clean this how do you call it, the hub. So, and then put anti-seize lubricant to make sure in the future when you're going to remove it, you won't struggle removing that brake rotor. Yeah, just wanna show you how I did this part. And the front side, I've already finished doing this one, so everything is installed. Did not make a video of this front part because it's the usual brake job on most cars, so you just need to remove this spring clip first, remove this cap, dust boot cap, and then there's a 7mm Allen wrench tool to remove that sliding pane, top and the bottom, one here and one there. So once you remove the sliding pins, you can remove the caliper, hang it here to secure. By the way, before you do that, remove this small bolt holding the brake line, and then you can do the undoing of the one caliper bracket bolt, one at the bottom and one at the top. As I've said, this size of bolt, 98 foot-pounds, is the torque specification, and for the sliding pin it's a 21 foot-pounds. So this one has already been finished, both front. So I just want to show you the part number. It's DB1679UP. It's an ultra premium Bendix brand. So that's it. That's how you change the brake pads. And if you want to install a brand new rotors, well, it should be fine, but me, I'm just want to save a lot for this kind of repair. So I got a decent thickness of the rotor still, and then when you bring it to the machine shop, they will tell you if still you still have enough thickness for before the machining of the rotor. So that's it. Thank you. Okay, here I'm showing you how to push the piston back. So this is the rear brake side, and I just want to show you the thickness of the old brake pads. So this is the shape. It's a OEM parts. It's the old one. So that's the thickness. This is the other brake pad on the other side. So yeah, so it's been 8 years already, and I think it's only less than 25% left of material on the pad. So to push the piston back, so the new pads will sit properly. When you install it back, you have to use this type of tool. Okay, so sometimes it's good to have this complete set, so whatever model of the car you're fixing, you can do it on your own, because usually the rear side has a different way of pushing the piston back. So here I already position the nuts on that one, so I'm going to push this one now. Okay, just give me one moment. Okay, so make sure that you turn this part counterclockwise. It's going to be a snug fit, and then at this time you can I think it's fully seated already. Okay, no, I'm turning it the wrong way. Okay, so it's I'm turning it clockwise. As you can see, the piston is being pushed, okay, inside the caliper. So that's how you push. Okay, I'm gonna quickly check the reservoir if it's overflowing. reservoir fluid still good. Okay, so oh, see, it's snug fit already, so don't push it anymore. That means it's fully seated. Okay, so we can turn this one now clockwise, so it will get loose, and then you can remove the tool. Okay, as you can see, this is the far as it can go. It's fully seated already. And also, as you can see, I already put anti-seize lubricant on the faces of this wheel hub. So the next time you're going to remove it, it's going to be easier, because as I've said, I need to hammer it with a rubber mallet to remove the brake rotor. Okay, and then you just need to install back the rotor, the caliper bracket, and this caliper assembly itself. That's it. Okay, so install the rotor. Oops, this way. That way. And by the way, you need to use, so these 2 bolts has to be lube with, oh, it's almost gone. The thread locker. Just a little bit. Okay. So thread locker is wrong way again. This way. Oh, this way. Okay, start it with hand. Second bolt. This time it's good. I need to use a ratchet to make it faster. What size is that one? Number 14. Yeah. Hopefully this one will fit. Yeah. No. Ah. Let's use this other one. Okay, snug fit is fine. Okay, that's it. And I will torque it down to proper specs later, and then installing that caliper assembly. Okay, so make sure you put anti-seize on that portion of the brake pads, and the notch where the pad is sitting, the end of the pad, so it's sliding there freely, one stock. Okay, so again, it's spring loaded, So the one with the spring would be in the inner side and outer side without the spring. Okay, so piston fully seated. We're ready to install this bad boy. Like that. Okay? Then just need to install the sliding pin. And don't forget to lubricate it with silicone paste. Okay, so this is the finished section. So this is the last piece that I've attached. Okay, the spring lock. Okay, so the dust cover is placed back, torqued with 21 foot-pounds. The sliding pins, the bracket on the brake line, tighten. So yeah, and just to test. So it's moving freely. So that means it's not stuck. Okay. So once you've finished all the brake repair from front and back, first thing you need to do is to pump the brakes maybe 10 times. Just make sure the pressure is okay, so accident won't happen. Okay, so when you start the engine, so pump it first. So once it's stiff already when you're pressing the brake, and that's the time you start the engine. Okay, you can do that without the wheels on. Once you pump the brakes, this will get tight. Okay, just to test it, all of the wheels, and then you can put all the wheels, tighten the lug nuts, torque into specs, and bring down the car, remove the jack stands, and have a test run.